Hi, I'm Ron George, running for the state Senate seat in District 30. In 1981, I was in New York City, and I saw women forced into drugs and prostitution. And I joined an emergency shelter, a volunteer shelter, where I helped to get women back home. I was also doing some acting in New York. It wasn't what I planned to do, but I met a beautiful ballerina named Becky. Becky and I married after 1 year, and we moved to Annapolis. Annapolis is the place that I love. I have a degree in clinical psychology that I use for volunteer work, and I continued that work when I was down here in Maryland. We helped people with learning disorders. We helped homeschoolers. We started tutor schools. I started a family center that had counseling services that was prorated for people and for their needs. I've always been someone who's loved to help people. I work hard. I've always waited on tables, whatever it took, second jobs, third jobs. And finally, in 1991, I founded Ron George Jewelers. We are designers and goldsmiths. It's a family business. I understand business and the needs for small businesses. I've been a proponent for small business, and I continue that work. This kind of work and the work that we've done made us want to stay, and we'll never leave this area. 48 years of my life I have spent in District 30. In 1991, after we opened our, in 1991, after we opened our store, we started giving and helping nonprofits and charitable organizations through donations and silent auctions. We still continue to do that work. This led me to want to strive to do something more, and I decided to run in 2006 for the District 30 delegate seat. As a delegate, I formed a bipartisan coalition and founded the Doctors Caucus to deal on healthcare issues. I also formed bipartisan coalitions to form the Waterways Fund. I sponsored energy net metering, which allowed for renewable energy credits to be saved up to create wind turbines and solar energy parks. Because of my bill, this year, down in Crisfield on the Lower Eastern Shore, they have just put up 2 wind turbines. They will be putting up more, a direct result because of my energy net metering bill, and I was recognized for that. Other municipalities are putting up solar parks. I was unanimously chosen to be the Anne Arundel County Delegation Chair, elected by both parties, something I'm very proud of, so we could deal with the local issues fairly, in a way, pulling everyone together. I served on the Ways and Means Committee for 8 years, dealing with budget issues. I found waste in the budget. I found $400 million from the Prince George's education budget lost and unaccounted for in consecutive years, and I made an issue of it and raised it on the House floor. I also served on that Ways and Means Committee on the subcommittees on budget and tax, the education subcommittee, election law and transportation subcommittees. I understand those issues. I was the ranking member on the Campaign Finance Reform Commission, and I helped to form good government initiatives in our election laws, closing the LLC loophole that was abused by both parties, and allowing there to be public financing for the counties. So what do I wish to do as your state senator? Well, one area that's very important to me is to continue on the Greenberry Point idea. Navy has shown an interest for it. It would be privately run, and it could be 4 to 6 wind turbines, which would be enough to even power the city of Annapolis and lower your energy bills. I'd love to alleviate traffic on the peninsulas, and I will work to do that. I want to put in sidewalks along areas of state roads, such as along Ridgely Avenue, Roe Boulevard, Central Avenue, and other places within our county along those state roads. I want to work to have higher penalties on human trafficking. And I want to continue to work on budget issues to find ways for us to be able to put the money to good use and make sure funding goes more directly to the classrooms. Lastly, I will continue to work on good government issues. Make sure there's no abuse, such as what Jack Johnson did in Prince George's County. I had a bill that would have taken away his pension for abusing his office. I believe we need that bill. On November 6th, please vote for Ron George for State Senate. Thank you.